Hello guys, today I am going to review this what is it? Jungle Starlet. Let's zoom in. Oh, maybe the red button. So I'm reviewing this tea, which is claimed to be the thickest tea ever. Well, in Mei Leaf's opinion, we will find it out. And I am using this teapot, the Zini 30 years aged clay, very fancy teapot. Right, so let's see a little bit about this tea. Right, it says that this is spring 2018 tea, and the cultivar is Da Ya Zhong, probably. Origin is Yunnan, and picking is Baden young leaves, and the elevation is probably around 1450 meters. Right, and of course the brewing is recommended 99 degrees, 5 grams per 100 ml, first infusion 20 seconds, and then put 5 infusions on top of each infusions. Right, I have the tea already ready in this tea scoop. I have all the fancy stuff here. All I need now is to grab the water, warm the whole set up, put the tea in, and let's crack on with this. Right, I'm back with the kettle. Let's warm these things up. Okay. Right, put it there. Put this one up there. I don't necessarily tend to break the leaves up too much. I leave them in big chunky bits, because then they will break up slower in the water, so it will give a more consistent taste all over the session, because you can brew this like 12, 13, maybe 15 times depending on, and if you just let it break up on its own, the very first infusion won't be that great, but after the second, third infusion the leaves start to break up and gives a little bit more consistent taste and thickness over the whole session. It won't be just like big massive hit at the first infusion and then it just goes away after the 7th. If you let's smell this tea. Alright. It has very subtle smell, so it's not too harsh, it's not really up in your face. It has a lovely balanced ripen notes to it, like this linen sheet, this freshly dried, sun-dried linen sheet. And some dark wood notes that I can pick up on. Obviously that's going to be changing overall as I make the leaves wet, and yeah, let's see. Ooh, this is hot, so let's just pour this water away, give this to the teapot, move this a little bit across here, put some in the cup to warm the cup up as well, and do the rinse of the tea. As you can see on the color, it's already very dark, but it's just the rinse water really. And I left the filter upstairs, so yay, there is no filter now. Okay, let's give this a smell. I can pick up like dark nutty notes like walnut. Deep foresty, maybe fruity as well, like dark fruits. But I can't really distinguish what kind of, but that kind of dark fruity sweetness notes. It's very interesting. Let's see, pour this away. Let's see how will it taste. Give this to the tea pads because that's what they are for, really. Give a bit of the buffalo and to the other dragon. Yay. And now let's do the first brewing. 20 seconds or so. Make sure that all the air is out of the teapot, just the water is inside and it's over nice and warm. Right. I forgot to count the seconds. So now I think this should be okay now. I forgot to count the seconds. 10 seconds. Yeah, it should be okay now. Let's see how it looks like. Right, so this is completely unfiltered because I left the filter upstairs. Silly me. But hey. Right. It's quite hot. The problem is, when it's so hot, I'm more focused on the fact that it is hot than the smell itself. So I'm trying to blow away the steam so it won't just go up straight up in my nose. I will smell the tea itself, not the steam. Yeah, those dark fruity notes come through a little bit better, in my opinion. And pretty much that's that walnutty, dark fruity, sweet notes are there and combined together. And it's not bright at all, obviously. This is a ripe puerh at the end of the day, and this clay dials down the brightness anyway. But all I can smell is just that sweetness and dark, deep, woody, nutty, fruity, sweety notes, which you can associate with whatever you would like, really. Let's have a look at the tea itself. Let's zoom in. So this is how the liquor looks like. Okay, it's this dark after the first infusion, and the leaves are not completely broken up yet. Right, so this is how dark it is, and if I move it about, you can see it doesn't move much. It looks thick. It does look thick as you move it around. So it's not like you know, when you have pure water and you just move it about, or but it's not as thick as engine oil, obviously, because it is not engine oil. And let's see how does it taste. Unfiltered rye puerh from 2018 spring buds and young leaves picking. I really don't want to focus on the fact that it is hot. Right. It's hard not to focus on the taste as well, and I think you try to isolate what you are supposed to focus on. You try to keep these videos organized as well, but it just doesn't happen. Unless if you do a couple of runs with the same tea day after day after day, and pretty much you make notes for yourself and you pretty much learn the whole script, and then you just put the information out, which I'm not doing because I'm a little bit lazy to do that, and because then it would be not really like a first impression kind of video, if you know what I mean. Right, I couldn't really decide what I'm tasting. It's very earthy. The taste is very earthy and leaves that earthy, slightly mineral taste in the mouth, but not too mineral. So it's not green tea, whatever mineral. It's not going to dry you out. It's just there, just a little bit. Thickness wise, I don't know. It doesn't feel like thin. It doesn't feel mediumish, but I was expecting it a little bit more thick. Don't know why. Obviously I knew this is not a gravy or something. Maybe with the second infusion, as the leaves start to break up a little bit, it will get thicker. Might have made a mistake by not breaking them up completely. Right, I picked up on something interesting, so I'm just carry on drinking and carry on teasing you guys. As a first infusion, I would say it's medium thick, and what I'm trying to do is keep the tea in my mouth somewhat, breathe in through my mouth if that's possible, and then exhale through my nose to pick up on any smell, taste, mixing together, and let's see how does it make me feel. Right. I can somewhat taste fruity notes. Maybe it's just my tongue, I don't know. But I can smell, taste some sort of, but those dark, deep fruity notes. I wouldn't say date, because it's not that kind of sweetness level at all. It's far from it. But that kind of woody, starchy taste, thickness, feeling, that's what it leaves me with. Right, let's do a quick second brew, and then I will pause the video recording, and then I will do a couple of sessions, and I will start recording again, and let's see how it made me feel. Obviously, because this is a rye puerh, this is really good. So for example, if you had a big meal like a Sunday roast beef casserole whatsoever, because it helps you digest the food, so it's really good for that. And if you haven't had any meal beforehand like I did, then it will make you feel really hungry, especially because I'm drinking it on empty stomach, so it will make me feel really hungry. But on somewhat I can feel some sort of warmth, tingling, lingering feeling at this part of my head, and after that first infusion. So it is quite potent, I would say. Let's pour this out, then count the seconds again. Right. Okay, now it's a little bit darker. Let's get all the goodness out, eh? Oh, come on. There. That should be fine. Those woody and earthy notes coming through to my nose, they are just more prominent. Maybe it's just how I am built, and this is what I pick up mostly. But I somewhat like it. I kind of like it. My problem is, I pick up on one certain smell, and I just keep focusing on that, and I forgot about trying to trace the other bits of the smell. Let's shake this about a little bit. Can I smell some lingering sweetness? Yeah, but more like on the earthy note. Really, pretty much I just pick up on earthy, woody, wood furniture-y notes. I think I have said it in many videos of mine beforehand. Yeah, I might have done that before. And it's really important as well how you smell it. So if you just sniffing it just with short bursts like just, then it you pick up on different kind of smells than if you just inhale for a long time, like. But the short bursts work for me better anyway. So let's see, zoom in again. Oh Jesus. Okay. Right. Look at this. How dark it is. It's as dark as Coke. I mean, Pepsi or Coca-Cola or something. Not promoting any of these products, just trying to. But as the light comes through, so the light comes through from the window and hits here, it gives that little purpley reddish color here at the bottom on my side. But I can't really see through it. And if I just try to, let's just zoom out. If I try to see through it as the light comes through, it's more like on the reddish side, so it's really deep red, purpley color. Wow. Okay, let's see. Okay, this looks a little bit more thicker. Wow. Definitely thick now. So yeah, if you want that really thick first infusion, first brew, then break up the leaves. It is thick. It is thick. Trying to think about what sort of thickness would I say. I wouldn't say it's as thick as a custard because it is not. But it is, oh, I don't even know how thick it is. And obviously it is far away from honey thickness, obviously, but it is thick. It is thick, and obviously if you put a bit more leaves in and you overbrew it a little bit, it will be thick. And of course, if you are planning on overbrewing this tea, you definitely will need this teapot, because obviously, as in my previous video when I compared it, it just dials down the brightness, it just balances out, so pretty much you can overbrew it and it won't taste bad. Obviously don't leave it in for half an hour, for God's sake. Just be sensible. Okay, so for example, I meant to brew it second brew like 25 seconds, so if you brew it like 40 seconds it won't be a problem. But yeah, so wow, okay. And obviously with different teapots, different tastes, different notes will come out, and it's mainly because of the clay, or if you use porcelain it will be completely different. Whatever you use, it doesn't matter until you enjoy it. Right, let's get back to this tea, because I really tend to make these videos long. Okay, those woody taste notes, they are not in the foreground anymore, but they are there. Earthiness is still there. Definitely, even in the finish, I can feel a little bit of minerality as well, but it's just really vague. It's not harsh at all. It's just there. Or maybe my kettle needs descaling, I don't know. But it's just really just a tiny little bit at the back. It's absolutely not in the foreground. But I'm amazed how thick this tea is. I had it before because once I ordered it, I tried it, but that was like weeks ago. So yeah. And of course, how you keep the tea changes the taste as well. There are plenty of videos out there how you should keep your tea cakes and how you can age them and blah blah blah. But the main thing is put them in together in a cardboard box. Close the cardboard box. Maybe put it in a wardrobe or something, away from any smell. So don't keep it in the kitchen. Away from any smell, any spices or tobacco or coffee or whatever. Just keep them separate. And if you keep the humidity relatively controlled, then the tea will age well, and not too quickly, not too slowly. And of course it will change taste. Anyway. I'm picking up on something on the taste which I can't really grasp just yet. So what I will do, I will pause the recording, do a couple of brews, I will take my time thinking about it, and then I will come back and do another brew and then I will go through with you guys what did I taste, how did it make me feel, etc, etc. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, I had 4 sessions so far, well, 4 brews, so this will be the 5th one. And I didn't boil the hell out of the water, so it's a little bit colder than 99 degrees. And let's see how well this work out. And on top of that, let's overbrew this. Let's put it on, I don't know, minute 20 from now. And yes, what I noticed with this, the taste changes a little bit. So pretty much all of those woody notes, they go into the background, and you will end up with a little bit sweeter notes. It more resembles like dates. And what I have also noticed is if you use a little bit colder water, it just will balance the taste out better. So it's like 95 degrees water would be better than 99 degrees. So I just wanted to see what happens if I just overbrew this for the 5th session, because in theory I should brew this like 5 times 5, it's 25, 45 seconds. Because you start with the 20 and you put 5 on top every session, every brew, so 5 times 5, well actually, because actually that's 20, because the first one is 20, so that should be 40 seconds, but now I'm doing well over 1 minute. Actually the time is up. And let's see how will it look like. So the color is not as deep dark as the second brew, so the color got lightened up a little bit. I will show you in a minute. Let's just I did a couple of pictures, close-up pictures of the leaves as well, of the wet leaves. Yeah, so it's more like the dark fruity notes are the prominent in the smell. All of that woodiness went into the background. And more of the sweet notes, dates-like notes, or maybe vanilla pod, but not the vanilla itself, but the pod of the vanilla. That kind of smell comes through. Talk about the liquor a little bit as soon as this one focuses and zooms in. So it is really not that dark now. Even if I look through towards the window and it's sunny outside, then it's just red, deep red color. And when I was looking at the second brew, I couldn't even see through. It is what it is, but it is fairly thick. It is really thick. Yes, and I can actually feel it properly moving the whole Dry Bay. Let's see. A little bit overbrewed. Let's see how does it taste. Okay. The taste is a little bit more harsh because obviously I overbrewed it. More on the little bit, lot more mineral I would say, but still not too much, and the earthiness in the taste that comes through, that earthy mineral, little bit not bitter, but it went towards that way, obviously because I overbrewed it once again. Just wanted to see, you know, out of curiosity. It is thick. I would say this is really thick tea. I would I don't know. What would be the thickness? Probably like when you heat up butter and you liquefy the butter pretty much because it's that hot. It's that kind of thickness, and yeah, and when you in the finish as well, you can feel that coating effect, like what would something like butter would leave. You have that thick layer feeling in your mouth, and pretty much with the taste, it's just the earthiness that really comes through at the moment. Nothing much. Maybe. No, it's just that earthiness, maybe some sort of, you know, like the a little bit of a brownie, but more like that crust of the brownie, if you know what I mean. That kind of taste comes through when the edge is just a little bit, not burnt, but got dry, and that kind of hard, thick, dark chocolatey taste and woodiness comes through, and earthiness in the taste, more like on the earthiness side. Yeah, that's what I can taste. Nothing else I can pick up on, really. Um, maybe it leaves a little bit of dryness at the tip of my tongue, but not much. Yes, the thick, layery, coaty layer pretty much leaves the mouth. You have this tiny little bit of mineral note on the tip of your tongue and maybe on top of your palate, but apart from that, I can't really taste much on the finish. Yeah, pretty much that would sum up this tea. From the price point of view, I would say it's fairly okay. I believe it was 40 something for the cake. So I would say it's quite an interesting tea because of the smell. Let's see. Yeah, now as the tea leaves cools down, woodiness, earthiness that stays in the smell. But as I said, there was a little bit of sweetness there. It's really thick, as you have seen, and it's a really dark, really dark tea. And it gives you that coating effect. Once again, use a little bit colder water, not 99 degrees. I think that's a little bit too high for this tea. So pretty much how can you achieve that with the kettle easily, instead of doing the math? Boil the kettle up and then just put a little bit of tap water in it, not much, just a little bit, so it's pretty much off the boil, or maybe you just close it down just before it would start to boil, so it's like that 97-ish whatever degree, so it's just off the boil, or you close it off a little bit sooner, tiny little bit sooner, and then you don't have that really hot water, 9900 degrees, you just have slightly underneath, and that will balance the taste out very well. And also with this mug with this teapot, I think it works very well, because if there's any bright notes or whatsoever, it just, obviously the teapot clears that off and just leaves you with those deep, rich notes in the taste, in the smell. And I think I would close this down with this. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with this tea. If you like anything like this ripened puerh tea, or if you want to buy this specific tea, yeah, I would recommend it. I would recommend it for a try, even if it's just a sample or whatsoever. Try it, experiment with ripe puerh teas, and see what's the best for you. Alright, take care, bye bye.